Alright, I will be teaching you how to design a real estate eye catching flyer. A flyer that has less noise because a lot of people design flyer and it's very noisy. So let's go. I'm just going to pick a picture and open it with Photoshop. I'm using Photoshop 2021. So this is the picture I am going to trim. I will use just going to click the object selection tools, which is very fast, and I'll just resize and drag it and leave it. Automatically it's just going to select the subject, so I'll click Command J to duplicate the subject, so it has duplicated. I'll click the move to move the subject. Yeah, you see, very clean, really trimming, and very nice. So, and next I'll click the subject, and I'll bring a phone, a PNG transparent phone. If you watch, I click the image and put it in the middle, because I click the background, meaning anything I'm dropping will be in the middle of it. So if you are dragging, drag it from the edge, not from the side. The side is going to be an error, so the side, see where I'm dragging it. So click. Alright, so to zoom is Command plus, on Mac Windows Control plus. So I'm going to click the image and trim the middle, because I want the phone to show what we did. If you watch the phone enough, I'm going to trim the middle, trim it, so it will just, when it will show you a zero, meaning then you press Command X to delete the trim. So I've deleted the trim. You can see the phone on there to look as if the guy is front of the phone. So next thing we want to do, I want to create a background. So I'm going to click the color switch and tap the white, pick white and click OK. Then I'll click the background and create a layer. The layer, I'm going to create a box, a white box, because I've picked a color already, so the box will be white. So right now I'm going to click that box. When I click the box, I will name it background. So I've named it background, and I'm going to name the image by double clicking the image and type image. Then the phone, I'll do the same thing, just double click it to indicate. So once it indicates, the next I'm going to off the previous original background and work with the main background. So I'm going to click this background. I want to bring a sky. I want it to be back of the phone. So I'll go to my sky. I've downloaded the sky, but first of all, let me pick a phone. Like you can see, I click the background, and the new layer is the PNG, and you have to be background after background, the house after the house, the phone after the phone, the subject. So I'm going to place this house, move it with the move tools. You see where I'm moving it. So I'm going to move it. Command T to resize. When you pick your subject, if you are not seeing this four corner resize and you want to drag it, you just hit Command T. It will show you resize from the side edge, not from the middle edge. Okay, and I'm just placing it. I want it to look really as if it's sitting on it, so I'm going to resize it and Command T and drag it. The arrow can be in the middle for you to push it around to your taste. So I want it to look at like a giant who sits on top of a house and a landlord. Now you can feel like, yeah, I own this house. So that's the concept. So I'm going to move it to be to my taste, to look, let it be like on top of the roof. And I'll move it. Then I'm going to click good to go. Then like I said, Command plus to zoom. I'm going to drag this. When you are moving around, you just make sure that you're on the move tool. On the move tool, when you click Command T on the subject, it's going to like highlight the resizing. But right now I'm just moving it again. And, sometimes automatically it will show, sometimes it won't show. When it doesn't show, you just click Command T. Alright, I'll click the phone. I want to create a layer under the phone, so I will highlight the phone. And the next thing, I'm going to click the phone. Under the phone, I'll click the layer that I off under the phone and duplicate and create a new layer. Now create a box, so I'll switch it to the purple, and I'll just create a box that is equivalently, I'll just drag it, the size of the inside of the phone to look as if it's inside the phone. So when I put it, you can see some mark there. I'll click the move tool, click the box and shift it a little bit. You can drag it or move it with your angle sign on your desktop, which is the left, right, up, down. And then I'll click it again, and so I'm going to name it inside phone. So when you name your layer, it helps you to know the layer you're working on, you to know the layer you want to touch. And next, I'm going to click it, and I want to change the color. So once I click it, I'll click the box and go to the highlight color. You can see the color I've changed. Then I'll click the move tool. I want to bring a house and put it inside. If you remember, I click the inbox, which is the inside, meaning that the new item I'm dropping, which will create a new layer, will be on top of the inside. You can see it, it's on top of the inside. So I want the phone, there has to be to look as if it's inside the phone. Then the next, so I want the phone to be inside, the house to be inside the phone. So for the house to be inside, I have to insert it. So to insert it, so I'll click the mark and click Alt or Option. You see this arrow, so just click Enter on your mouse, so it will insert inside the inside phone layer. So no matter how you drag it, it will not reflect, it will be inside. So right now I've made it to look like it's inside the phone to make it look real. You can do this thing to even a test, and the image will be inside the test. Anything you want this image to do, you do it by clicking Alt or Option on top. Make sure that the object is on top of where you want it to insert it. So I'm going to click the background and create a new layer. I want this layer to be a sky. So I'm going to pick a sky that I've downloaded already. All these items are available for you to work on. I'm going to create a download where you can download them direct. So just click the link and it will take you to where you can download everything. PNG, you want to call the picture, whatever you want to do, you can do. So I'm going to drag it from the edge. Remember, you drag from the edge, you click Control Command T and you drag for both ends. Then I'm going to go to blend, and I go to blend and blend box, and I'm going to blend it, and so it will fade and look original, like the blue blend with the sky. So when I do it, it has blended, so it looks like the opposite sky. You see, the sky is on top of the background, so that's why it's not reflecting in any of the other subjects. So I'm going to name it sky. I'll name it sky, and I'm going to click top of the sky and bring in the same house that is in the phone and put it on top of the sky. You can see it's on top of the sky, and I'm just going to put it. At the end of the day, I think we don't like this, so I'm going to drag it from both ends by clicking Command T To resize it, Command T allow you to drag the edge, but please don't drag the middle. Like I said, you can move it and remove. I think I'm going to put it on top. And, click Mac, meaning I'm done. Click it again and create another layer on top of the house. I'm going to pick the box, the white box, and drag it. Just drag a tiny box down and put it on top of the house. Then I'm going to click glue to my blown box. This is box. Then make it a smart object. So it's a smart object. Automatically it will go to the former blonde, the one we did in the sky. So you can see that's fading like natural. Just going to fade in it smoothly. So you can drag it to your taste. I think I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to leave it here and click OK. Then Command J to duplicate. I'm going to duplicate the scar. It will fade. So I'm going to name it fade. I'll name it fade. So once I duplicate it, you see fade 1, fade 2. So I'm going to duplicate it. Command J. And it has duplicated again. You can see fade 2. I've duplicated into 2. Then the last duplicate, which is the fade 2, I'm going to click it to show you a fade up. So look at the fade. I'm going to drag the fade to fade down a little bit. This one's like the fill. Then done. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to move to. I'll click the image. Then the reason why I click the image is the top subject. What I'm bringing, I want it to be a top subject to cover the entire space, so I can put it in on the phone, inside the phone. So I'm going to drag this logo. And at the end, the logo will look as if it's on top of the phone. So I will resize it and drag it, push it from the middle. And from the middle, I'm going to drag it. So you can see it's on top, but it's not really fitting. So what I'm going to do, I will trim it. I'll just trim the logo. So I'll click the trim item. Look at it. This is for trim. It's like a boss trim. It's going to be a box. I'll just drag it and drag it according to the logo. Then I'll click Command J so it will duplicate. It has duplicate. So I'll click the move tool and blank the first one. You can see right now it's like on top. So I will resize it. Command T, drag the edge to fit in. But I didn't want it to fit in to look as if it's inside the phone. So I'll click the move tool. Then I will drag it to be under the phone, so it will be on top of. You can see I've dragged the layer on top of the phone and drag it a little bit. So right now it looks real, like inside the phone. How do you say it? Like it? So I'll click Mac, good to go. And then next, now this is a creative work, so this is what is on my head. So I want to put a write-up. I want to put a write-up on top of the subject. So I'll create a new layer. First of all, click the top where you want the layer to be on top, and I will pick. I want the write-up to rhyme. This is a dark blue, so I'm going to pick it. So Command plus to zoom so I can see it, and pick it and click OK. So you can see the color. Then I'll click test, which is T. T is for test. And I'm gonna pick a good font. They have thousands of fonts here, so synchronizing. Still synchronizing. So okay, yeah, it is load. So I'm going to pick a font. I'll pick this Avanera Nest. I'll put the font size to be bold, dummy bold, and I'll put the font size again to 30, which is the front. Alright, so I'm going to duplicate, and I'm going to like create a new layer, not duplicate, I'm sorry, and type. You can see that it's showing yellow, meaning that the color did not reflect. I'll click this yellow and click this blue, pick the blue, that's pick it, and I'll click OK. Because I want the design to rhyme. I don't want to be color riot. Color riot is literally not fine, so I'll delete it and type U. you can own a house. So, but I want to do a creative design. So the U, I'm going to click good, and I will increase the font to 72. Now it's like bold. Then I'll click move and drag it. Without Command T, it will highlight size when you click move to. If it does not, you click Command T. Then I'll click good. I think it's okay, and I'll create a new layer top of the U layer test. So I'll click the test and click layer and type on the you can own. Now can own. Yep. Click the good, the move to, and the size can own to be under you. Perfect. I think it's okay. I like it this way. So next I'm going to click good. It's good to go. And okay, I want to indicate and put a crossbar. So I'll create a new layer. On the new layer, I'll make it like a cross. So I'll click a new layer. Notice the creative work. So when you look at the dates, I'm bringing what is on my head to reality. That's how design is. You have to bring what is on your head to reality. So next, I'll pick color because I want it to be red. So I want to highlight a box, a tiny box, like a demarcation between the you can own. And the next thing I'm going to demarcate it with. So I'll create a new layer, go to color, switch, and click the white, and pick red, click the red. Then when you click the red, you must tap the red and click OK. You can see red. So I'll pick a box, a red rectangular. So I'm going to drag circle. I'll click shift. When you are dragging this thing, you must, if it's not on shift, I think it will be oval. But if you want it to be circle, you hold your shift and drag it. So it look cool. Then I'm going to put another red to demarcate the you can own. Will be in the middle. Then I'm going to put another right up. So I'll create layer, new layer. I'll go to the box and pick a box and drag it. A tiny one, just drag it down, push it a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. You can see it's red. I'll click it. Wow. So next, I'll create a new layer and change the color to blue. Interswitch meaning is going to be the next one. Then I'll just tap my test and tap you can own a house. Wow, nice. So I will reduce the size, which is the font size, 30. You can see it. Then I'll click the text and click enter. Enter will mean your write-up will start from under. So I just click it. Click the middle, which is the front of the house. You see it, so I'll click the front and then click enter. You can see the write-up I've gone down. So I just and you can own a house and a land. Cool. I like it this way. I'm going to click good. So next I'll create a new layer and I'll put the estate name, which is Grace Villa. So new layer, so I'll click text. You can paste if you have a write-up already, so just type it and type Grace Villa. So I don't want the front to be in the same with the house and land, so I'll go to front and make it medium. I think it's a little bit cool that way, I like it. Alright, so I'm literally copying a lot of my stuff from the WhatsApp. I'm just looking at the client send, so the villa is supposed to be AX, so I'll put LEX. Yep, Grace Villa. Click the good icon. I'll click the move. Next, I want to create a red box, so new layer, switch to red, click the box, the rectangular tool, and then drag it a little bit down and stretch it to be accurate with the green Grace Villa. Yeah, it's like accurate now. Good. So I'll leave it and click move to and click the box and click new layer, meaning what I'm going to put is going to be on top of the box. So I'll click the red, pick white color so it will line the background, and click OK, and I'll click text. Then I'm just going to type on top of the red, so the write-up will be inside the red. So I'll type Grace Villa Estate Phase 1. Yeah, you can look, the write-up is bigger a little bit, so I'll click plus and small it, put it at 30. It's good to go. The next time I click move, I'll click the Grace Villa and drag it so it will fit in on top of. Yeah, I think I like it this way, and I'll size it. Alright, this is part 1, and to be continued is going to be part 2, so you can download the part 2 or watch the part 2 to continue the design. Thank you very much.